Peace, beloveds. Let me put my Wi-Fi on real quick. And my do not disturb. Hold on. Hold down. Hold down. Let's see if that works a little better. Peace, 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 peace. Are we pausing already? Damn. Peace, 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 beloveds. Peace. We're going to see how this works. Good grand rising, beloveds. Yay, hey. Hey, Pooh, hey. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, so I wanted to hop on real quick because I'm getting a whole lot of emails and questions about the content that I posted. All right, so I kind of touch bases. So the ones, I guess, that are not on my lives as much, probably didn't hear me talk about this, but I always talk about how Orishas are connected to our zodiac and the energy that is connected to our actual natal charts, and being able to find out how and which Orishas are connected where. All right. Now, what I don't want people to get too caught up in and too confused on, okay, is, okay, let's say, for example, we know the natural ruler of the first house is Aries and Mars. All right. So if the first house's natural ruler is Aries and Mars, that makes it connected to Ogun. Okay. Now, sometimes I always, because I always feel like that with Shango, they kind of are confused with Shango, but I always kind of correspond him to that energy as well as other signs. So it just depends on how you are utilizing your ideology. But the way that the charts or the information that I broke down in what I posted is basically to give you a general understanding of how to correspond those Orishas to that particular house and its original placement, because that's the original owner. So now when you get your chart and you pull it, and you might be like me, I'm a Libra ascendant. Okay. So with that Libra ascendant, it's going to fall in that first house. So then you will pay attention to what is connected to Libra energy. But I normally only go off of the planets that it's connected to. Like if I have moon in the first house. So that's how I do mine. When I look at my chart, I'm looking at, it might be a moon placement in the sign of Libra and da 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 da. So paying attention to where certain planets are placed, where energy can probably be a little more dominant. So since Yemi-Ya is over the moon, that might make my first house having more Yemi-Ya energy. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know, I don't want to make it confusing or complicated. I probably have to call you, Troy, like on Monday. I can't call you right now. I got all the family home and I got visitors in. So I just jumped on here for a second. So just be mindful when you are breaking down your charts and your information. This is just kind of telling you these are the natural rulers over that particular house. Take some time to study that particular Orisha. If you have your natal chart, I always tell people to pay attention to what's in your rising. That means your ascendant. What is your ascendant sign? Okay. What is the ascendant? Say it about 5 more times. What is your moon sign? What house is your moon in? Because that's the way that we think. That's the way that we emotionally process things. This is the way that we operate. Okay. What is in your actual sun sign? What is your actual sun sign? Like my actual sun sign is Leo. A Leo is connected to a certain energy. It's very funny because I've been studying on Orunmila a lot over the last few months. Something just kind of naturally guided me to Orunmila. Orunmila is the master divination. What do I do? Divination in particular. So Leo, all of that is connected to Orunmila. Obatala is also connected to the sun. Obatala is the father of all Orishas. Yemi-Ya is the mother of all Orishas. She's also a master divination. Yemi-Ya is connected to me. That's my incarnation. So you just have to like kind of pay attention. And then don't get so caught up in certain details. Because sometimes I feel like y'all be trying to idolize and, for lack of a better word, worship certain dynamics. But all of the Orishas, the reason I posted this particular chart the way that I posted it and the information, so you can understand that all Orishas show up in who you are. They're all going to naturally show up in your life. They're all going to be connected to you in some form or fashion. You just might have more emphasis on certain dynamics. There might be more emphasis of Oshun in your house because she's sitting in your sun sign. So Oshun is connected to Venus. Okay? So if Oshun is connected to Venus, and Venus like planet is sitting in your house, your sun house, your sun sign, okay? You might have more connection to her. Oshun might come out more in everything that you do. Where can you learn more about Orishas? I always tell people I don't have none of these books around me. The Ori, it's a book called The Ori. If somebody can type that in, it's O-R-I. So when you put The Ori, the book, in your search engine, I know Amazon got it's like $20 or $23 or something. It should come up. It breaks down the concepts of Ifa. It breaks down Yoruba culture. It breaks down initiations and stuff like that. There's another group of books. I'm looking for them. That's why I'm looking everywhere, y'all, because I'm trying to see. I normally have them right here. Hold on, y'all. Oh, here we go. I thought that these would come in on time for me to put them on the website, but they are not in. But these little books are amazing quick reads. They are amazing quick. Hold on, y'all. Yes, that looks good. Thank you. Close the door back, please. Brush your hair. So these are really great little quick reads. They are they're only like $7 a piece. They like maybe 40, 50 pages long. Hold on, y'all. I could have swore the last time I pulled these books out, I found y'all a website. Something. Oh, here they go. It says occult1.com. So I'm not co-signing this website, but the books, because I haven't been on their website enough. But if you can read that and y'all can jot that down, is www.occult1.com. They have all these little books that break down the main Orishas. There's a lot of them. There's over 400 Orishas. But the main ones that everybody always know about is the ones that get talked about a lot. So there's some that's a little more popular, like Shango, than any of them. But they have plenty of like these little books. I bought them for the kids, so because they're very easy to digest. But I in particularly bought, I mean, some of the stories might be a little too much for your children, so you probably have to like filter them out. But they're great books to like, you know, show them and build into their knowledge or your own personal knowledge on the different Orishas and initiation and what it, you know, the process is like and stuff like that. They go through all of that in those little books. Okay. So just taking the time, find you somebody who is actually dealing with the culture that wouldn't mind sharing some information. I have a lot of people. I was studying with Yoruba a long time ago, but I have so many people in my circle that's been around me with that. Is it significant that I see or dream about for them? You need to pay attention. They're coming to you for a reason. They're coming to give you information and insights, beloved. Any books, I'm not sure if I'm reading that right, beloved. Any books that help with what energy they like. As far as what are they attracted to, is that what you're asking, Jody B? I'm not sure if I'm reading your like. So this is the thing. If you are looking for the Orishas in an aspect, or looking towards them in an aspect that are from a worshiping standpoint, a idolizing standpoint, the same way that Christians used to look at Jesus, I don't co-sign that. Let me just say that. I don't condone that ideology. I understand that I'm one and the same as the Orisha. Does that make sense? We are one and the same as Oshun. We are one and the same as Yemiya. We are one and the same as Obatala. We are one and the same. There is no separation. We are all connected. It's all a collective. So it's not something that exists outside of you. It's something that exists already in you. You just haven't tapped into yourself enough to understand. Some of us, I'm not going to say everybody, but some of us have not tapped in enough to understand that dynamic of who we are. We are walking gods. Literally. Don't ever get it twisted to think that you are not a walking god or a goddess in the flesh. You just came to experience this particular journey to sharpen your expertise in the lessons that you were supposed to be learning through this particular journey. You're in a school right now. You're in the school of life. So you have to understand your connection to them. So do they like a particular energy? They like all energies because they already exist in us. You just have to figure out on your own how to tap into that particular gift, that particular part of who you are. When it's time to call, that's why I posted, look, this energy, Ogun, when it's time for you to be in your warrior energy, when it's time to clear the way and clear the path, you know, you calling on Ogun, you calling on your Aries, you calling on your Mars. Okay. Right. Exactly, I'm divine. Exactly. They all represent a characteristic or a certain icon like in us, a dynamic in us, to help you with which house they belong to. Well, everything I posted, it breaks down what house they belong to. So then you would go and look at your chart. So like I said, let's say, I'm trying to think of somebody. Like my son, no, because his natural alignment is Aries. I'm trying to use somebody. Okay, so somebody give me what their rising sign is and their sun sign. So just anybody, it don't matter. It does not matter. I'm gonna pick on Scorpios since I love my Scorpios. So Oya is over the Scorpios, right? So with Oya being over Scorpios, if you had an ascendant of Scorpio, you would be more connected to Oya. She would be probably the main Orisha that is going to show up in your life. Okay? So that's how you would start paying attention. There are going to be, to me, and this is my own theory and what I've noticed when I'm doing like natal charts and when I'm studying people's lives and pulling cards and doing divination and helping them, coach them through, like spiritual coach them through life, this journey, navigating differently. I pay attention to three things. I pay attention to what house is over Scorpio. Like what's not Scorpio. What's over your rising house. So if it's Scorpio rising, then I know that Oya is coming through. Let's say you got Venus in that first house as well. That means Oshun is coming through. Because both of them is connected to sensuality and uncovering the occult and the information, digging up the information, the stuff that's laying underground. It's a little bit more than that. But then you would go to your moon sign. What house is your moon sitting in? What type of moon are you? And I would pay attention to what's the original ruler over that house. And also, what house is it sitting in with your sign. Okay, so we just randomly picking whatever. So you would look at, like, if your Scorpio would rising, to me would be you Ogun mindset. So you would think your personality and your characteristics might be more Oya. But let's say you had, I'm trying to think of a extra moon that we could pick on. A Libra moon. So then your Libra moon would be Oba. Your mindset would be more like Oba. That would be a dangerous combination, Lord. If you had a Scorpio moon, a Scorpio rising and an Oba moon, y'all would be out here taking somebody's head. You might be a little more feisty, a little bit more pop off at the mouth. You might have a little interesting. But if you were a female, you would just be very protective. You would be the type of female that you're going to protect yours. You're going to protect your family. You're going to be about your family. Okay? You're going to make sure that your peoples are okay. But you ready to go to war too. And you still are sweet to the right people. It would just have to be the right dynamic, the right people. Then your sun sign is what you will eventually evolve into. So whatever's going on in your sun house, that's the evolution of who you become. So pay attention to what your sun sign is sitting in, and what's the original ruler, and what actual is the house it is. Okay? So moon, rising, and your sun. Those are the three houses that you want to pay attention to. Well, all you need to do, pull your chart, astrology.com. It's the easiest one to read to me. Astrology.com. Pull the chart, put it to the side, get your paper, start writing it down. Be like, this is my natural places. And then this is the ones that is falling under. And then you can see the connection. You can start understanding who it is. Okay? So, you're a Virgo sun, moon, and rising. You all three, beloved, explicitly. Oh, wow. Ooh, you is picky. And you overthink every damn thing. I ain't gonna pick on you though. Okay, so you know that you are Eshu or Papa Legba. Okay, so if you look at the natural ruler of that house is Virgo house is the 6th house, and that's over like our health work, how we are of service to others, stuff like that. Okay, astrology.com. Astrology.com. So your energy is mostly Papa Legba. You are the communication. So this is the thing with you, beloved. You gotta look like you're similar to me. I always call myself the bridge, but you really could be the bridge. You are able to communicate not only with this dimension, but with the spirit realm. It's almost like people would have to come through you in order to access other dynamics. Okay? You are the gatekeeper. You are really a gatekeeper. You being on this physical dimension, you like would be the gatekeeper in so many different dynamics. Anybody should be having you on their squad. Okay? Because you're going to be the one that's going to analyze and pay attention to detail and make sure that don't nobody get through the gate that ain't supposed to get through the gate. Like, nah, you ain't supposed to be here. Let me see your credentials. Let me see let me see your aura. Your light don't look right. Your light looking a little dusty over there. Your aura looking dusty, boo. You can't come over here. Look, I'm about to inbox you. You about to be on my squad. Your moon and rising is in Aries, divine. Ooh. And your sun is, you warrior all day. You Ogun and Oya. You Ogun and Oya. They both is like master swordsmen. Master, the masters of weaponry. So you got a warrior mentality. So the thing that y'all need to find out when you are finding out, so this is how I suggest, because I got to be real careful with my words. People do, okay? I suggest that when you find out that you are a certain energy, when you find out, like, beloved, that it's got all this Aries, that means you Ogun, you extra warrior type, then this is a time where you find out who is your balance. So you need to look to see what's directly sitting across from that house. So who is sitting directly from your Aries ascendant? Okay, and whatever sign or ruler is over that house, that's going to be the thing that brings you more balance. That's going to be able to keep you more at peace. Or it might be some energy that might be, I can already tell you with that Ogun energy, you really probably want to be tapping into more like a Rumala, or you want to tap into a Batala, or you want to tap into Yemiya, any of them. That's a little more like yin. They like, yeah, no, they're not doing all that fighting and shit. Peace, beloved. How do you find out? Look, pull your natal chart, beloved. Pull your natal chart. It's on astrology.com. Go get your natal charts. See where you're rising. Your rising is going to be in house 1. It's going to be the very first house. Your moon is wherever the moon sign is placed. Okay? And then your sun sign is wherever your sun sign is placed. That's normally the natural thing. Like when people say, oh, I was born, like me, I was born August 11th, so I'm a Leo. No, I'm a Leo sun, but I'm a Libra rising. So I've acted more like a Libra most of my life. Of course, my Leo aspects are going to shine through in certain dynamics, but I act more like a Libra. I was striving to find balance. I came in under the energy of Libra. I always say that's my yacht. And then the way that y'all can like find out, like if you don't know as much about Orishas, then you can pay attention to what the energy that's connected to the Orisha, and then say who are they in Kemetic information, in the Kemetic science, in the Kemetic knowledge, ancient Kemet. All right. Just your moon is Leo. That's a Rumala. Rumala is Leo. So you think like a master divination. But that moon is also like, so this is how I do my moon. Moon naturally represents Yemiya. So wherever her energy is going, she's going to raise. If your moon, like you should be like a fool with divination, beloved. I don't know if you do like divination or oracle cards or cowrie shells, but I would really look into that aspect. You should be a fool with it. Because Yemiya was there's a story that Yemiya was married to Orunmila. Orunmila taught her, well, he didn't. He didn't want her to know how to do divination. So she snuck and learned how to do divination by watching him. So while he would go out on like spiritual dynamics, like to go help the people, she learned on her own how to do divination. So she would be doing divination when he was gone. And it ended up that she was the better of the two. So he created basically why she's so powerful and why she was able to help the people. He ended up giving her an ultimatum that if she did not stop doing divination, because no woman of his would be working, that she would be in trouble basically. And she would like, kiss my behind. She ain't say that. But she was like, kiss my ass. She ain't say that either. But she left. She was like, deuces, I got to help the people. I know my calling. My purpose is to help the people. So she left Orunmila and went and did her divination. Oh, and Jupiter's in your first house. That's interesting, beloved. It's funny to me because, like I said, Yemiya is my incarnation, but I'm a Leo, so me being a Leo is connected to Orunmila as well. So it's always funny to me, that story. And I'm like, I got it like double the energy. You just have to pay attention. How are they paying? How are they manifesting in who you are? Thank you. Yes, my eyebrows was done. My girl, Shy, Exquisite Artistry by Shy. I got my eyebrows together. I tried to like do them like you did yesterday, but I ain't doing them as good as you did. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Pluto is in your first house. Ooh. That's got a lot of Oya energy too. Pluto is connected to Oya as well. So pay attention. Do the research. I just gave y'all a whole lot of information, y'all. I did. And if y'all really take your time and go through my page, not only have I given y'all the information as far as the planets that are connected to Orishas, but I've just sat there and broke down all 12 signs for y'all. So now you got all 12 signs and what Orishas they are connected to. All right. Thank you. You can get them online. They are $10 today. Sage Palo Santo. My t-shirts are $10 today, so you can get them online at sheismagic.com. So you got to pay attention to why is Oshun so heavily connected to you, Naima J. Yeah. I swear I don't be wanting to say nobody name. I'll be like, I'm jacking y'all name all the way up. I just want y'all to really like, when I give y'all these tools, and I try not to hold y'all hand. Anybody who's taking my class, I'm not a hand holder. I'm going to just drop jewels and I'm going to drop bombs on y'all. And then I expect for you to take the information and go with it. Like, I need for you to grab your own understanding, your own insight from it, because it's going to connect with you differently. So when I started getting into the information, I started seeing how to connect astrology with the Orishas, with crystals, even like how my crystals play a part. Like, I figured out how to connect all different aspects of the metaphysical and make them show up in our life. Does that make sense? Make them work for our life. So that way we have a better understanding on how to navigate this particular journey, how to navigate our own superpowers. I'm going to put this also on my my YouTube page. So if you're not following me on YouTube, the YouTube page is She Is Magic. She Is Magic, not She Is Magical. She Is Magic. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, y'all know I will jack up a name. Yes, Oya is a wonderful protector. She is. I use Oya when I want to embark change, and that just made me think something. Anyway, but my protection, honestly, I go to Yemiya. I've always used Yemiya to protect me and to protect over people that I know when I'm getting ready to do any type of spiritual work or ritual work. Not only for myself, but for other people. Just brought cards. They keep jumping off the shelf and falling at my feet. You better sit down with them cards. They saying, look, use me. Make sure you sage them before you start using them, if you ain't used them already. All right. I put some candles up online. I got these cute little candles in when I got all my shipment yesterday that say Zen, or they say Namaste, or they say breathe. They're all meditation candles, basically. They're like $2.22. Make sure you go grab you one. Who is the one that always follows us? The Ori. So the concept with Yoruba or Ifa is basically like there is a specific deity or Orisha who has your head. That's your Ori, your higher consciousness. So whoever is over your higher consciousness is the one that is helping guide you through your journey. That higher consciousness, that's normally who has your Ori. So like if you feel like Oshun has your Ori, and always, to me, that is like heavily connected to your sun sign. Whatever is in your sun sign, that's to me normally like the Ori, or your heavy energy. Okay. Yay, Queen. Man, I got y'all stuff finally yesterday. Oh my God, it took forever for that damn box to come in. I was aggravated. I'm sorry. It was taking forever, and I was trying to be patient because I wanted to make sure I sent everybody's stuff out at one time. How can you get connected? Sit still, sit in a dark room, meditate, go inward, go inward, go inward, sit in a really dark room. If you have a closet or somewhere that you can get the room super dark, I always tell people to sit in that dark room, disconnect from the world as much as possible. Take some time. A lot of times y'all be so connected to social media and all these other platforms and people and the universe. If you have a time where you can just disconnect for at least a week out of the month, maybe that's too much. But if you can take a vacation where you can disconnect for at least a week, so you can just sit in silence, sit in darkness, utter stillness, that's the best way to connect to your higher self. Then you can see. I always tell people, when you meditate, what color comes to you? What color? Pay attention to them eyes. There's babies that be seeing them eyes too. I want you to research that. Research the spiritual meaning of eyes. And then what are the color of the eyes? Pay attention to what colors are coming in y'all dreams. When you are meditating, what colors are you seeing? What color are you seeing yourself surrounded with? Okay. Pay attention to certain repetitive patterns that are coming up for you. Not just in your dreams, but in your reality. There's always a message. There's always a sign being sent. Always. Always. You said white. White is connected to a couple of different dynamics. I ain't gonna throw that out. But I know you said you have that moon in Leo, if I'm not mistaken. That moon in Leo is like Yemiya. That white is connected to Yemiya. That white is connected to Arumala. Connect to a few people. So you need to really sit still and pay attention. What colors are coming up? Yep. So pay attention. Y'all need to be writing this down. I even be telling people to write it down, so when later on comes, like as you evolve in your growth, you can pay attention to how colors change. You can pay attention to how certain things make you feel, how certain energies are ushered in. Pay attention to it all. It all has a meaning. It all has a purpose. It's all going to help you lead back to what is my original purpose. I always use me as an example. I'm a Libra rising. So if I came in under the sign of Libra, that was the energy of me wanting to be balanced. Me always aspiring to be balanced in this life, in this particular journey. Okay. Always striving to find the balance between the two energies. For me, because my incarnation is Heteru or Aset, or you could say Oshun and Yemiya. So always the balance between work, career, beauty, sensuality, and motherhood, being a wife, being a nurturer, being a healer. So always striving to find the balance between the two, finding a happy medium of what fits me, which is amazing because, yeah, y'all will see how that evolves, even as I'm growing myself and understanding what that looks like. What did it look like? The moon in Gemini is those wonder twins. It's a Beiji. A Beiji. You should definitely read up on that. A Beiji is like the duality of energies. manifesting the light and the dark, everything that's duality. So I always trying to, understand the difference between the two worlds. We don't have a God. Our God is ourself. Thank you, Source. You can say Source or God, whatever, however you look at it. Don't get so caught up in wording, y'all. Some wording, yeah, because some wording is speaking death in you, but some wording, don't get so caught up in it. You can say thank you. You can say the ancestors and the spirit guides and the energies that are connected, because they still are one and the same. They still are connected to you. You still got to get to the point where, I don't want to say you, I suggest that you are thinking from a perspective of being at one. Okay. All of this to me is leading us into oneness. And what is oneness? Being connected to the whole collective consciousness. So the collective consciousness is our ancestors. It is the Orishas. It is the spirit guides. It is the earth. It is the stars. It is, other people, other energy. It's all a collective. It's all one. One cannot exist without the other. It really can't. Energy cannot exist. It's going to be interacting with the other. We cannot survive without the earth. We cannot survive without these trees. Even though they're trying to kill everything on the earth. Gonna have us out here jacked up. Trying to manufacture all these artificial ways. Okay? So, it's all about looking at it from a collective. Oh, that just vibrated. It's all about looking at it as a collective. All right? Collective consciousness. It's all one and the same. So you can say thank you, God, because in turn you're saying thank you to yourself. You're saying thank you to the universe and thank you to myself. No, I don't worship nothing. I don't worship nothing. You can praise them. You can honor them. You can celebrate them. But understand that in celebrating them, you are celebrating yourself. It's one and the same. It's one and the same. All right. I've been holding this all day. This is my labradorite crystal that I got from Aunt Goddess. The Aunt Goddess got. I bought this from her probably a month ago. Aunt Goddess. About a month ago. So make sure y'all go check her out. Show her some love. Ashe, no worries. No worries. That's what we all here for. We are family. It is a collective consciousness. We are one and the same. All right? We are one and the same. I'm just guiding you at this moment in time to who you are on a higher level. All right, beloved. So hopefully, do y'all have any more questions about the whole Orishas and astrology? Exactly. Everything always comes back to self. Ashe, Shy. I'm trying to make sure I ain't missed nothing. I think any other questions? No? We good? Y'all got it? The biggest part is pull your chart. See where everything sits naturally in your chart. All right? Where does things naturally sit in your chart? Where's your chart? Actually, where's your ascendant? Pay attention to that sun house. A lot of y'all probably got a lot going on in the sun house. Pay attention to that. Okay? And what's the influence of that? Take the time. Don't feel like y'all going to digest these natal charts in one sitting. This is going to be a lifelong journey, because that's what you came here for, is to learn. There is a website. Hold on. I'm funny about suggesting people website, but hold on, let me see. There's this one that I actually like. Peace, beloved. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Actually, inbox me, beloved. Jody, inbox me and ask me that same question so I can I don't want to give you one without really checking it out. Cause I'm funny. I read books. I don't really do websites like that. I'm big on reading actual books, talking to people who actually are a part of that particular lifestyle in order for me to understand better, in order for me to get my own understanding. So websites I'm a little leery of. I do like this outside of me not liking the cards because I don't like the cards. But I do like their breakdown in this book. Another book is Jambalaya. Jambalaya. Let me see if I can put that in real quick. There's a book called Jambalaya. It talks about like a little bit of ritual work or whatnot, but it has a breakdown on the different orishas, how they connect to like the saints. Dang, where my book at? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Is it over here? No, it's not over here. But yeah, it breaks down like the information from a different perspective, from a magical perspective. So they have like the information connected to the colors, the foods. If I'm not mistaken, Jambalaya also break down, like I said, how it connects to certain other deities. All of that. Super cautious. Had a woman trying to plug into said she could only wake me up and get what she wanted through me. I asked who sent her and hopped on a plane. That was in the dream, explicit. Yeah, definitely Jambalaya. You'll love Jambalaya. The reason I'm even saying this book, like you have to buy the tarot book, but you might be able to buy the book by itself. I do like how they tell the story. I like how they correspond it as far as into the tarot aspect as well. But they give you a lot. Like this is Elegua. And so they'll break down the whole story of who Elegua is, his number. They have like the prayers to each Orisha. Okay. They got the prayers to each Orisha. But I like stuff like this where I can learn more. Anything where I feel like I can learn more. What is the book you was reading, Khalil? Tell them the book that you was reading as well. Because you had a book that you had a lot of information too, Khalil. If you can drop that in the comments as well. Yeah, y'all watch out for these people talking about they and your energy spoke. People who really walk this life, we don't be looking for y'all. People who really walk this life, we don't be looking for y'all. We don't be looking for y'all. We be like, we don't be. I don't have that one on my website. I don't like the cards. That's the one of the ones that I was telling. Like this is supposed to be Oya on the cover. You see how Oya looking? They don't look like the Oya I know. That ain't Oya. What Oya y'all talking about? That ain't my Oya. Y'all, I'm trying to take these shoes off. I'm sorry. Just got back from the store from buying candles. Okay, so I'm not a fan of the actual book, the cards, so that's why I ain't buying. I'm like, what y'all talking about? Who this? Who this, Hoppo? Who this? Who this is? Spirit of a Man of Yana Van Zandt. Yes. Y'all need to grab that book. I need to go grab that book. I'm going to download it today. Another book even though this is way off topic, that y'all should look into is, hold on, y'all. Hopefully this don't cut up. I can't figure it out. I'm sorry. I was trying to find this book. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can find this other book that I got in my library, and I'm gonna post it. I might actually do a whole separate video on it. I think it's really good for anybody who has experienced sexual trauma or any type of trauma when it comes to your sexuality or your childhood. It's an amazing, amazing book. My ex-fiance tried to put me on that book like years ago, but when I finally started reading it, it's like a dope book. It's a must read. It's definitely a must read. All right, so I'll make sure I'll pull it out. Comedic Science used to have that particular book, Cards, Beloved. You might want to call up there to see if they got it. Or King in South Carolina at the Orion's Oracle. Is that what it's called? That one does. I love Iyanla Vanzant. She dope. That's my my mentor in my head. She just became my mentor in my head. I'm gonna manifest that. About to be working on that. Manifest that. I need her to be one of my mentors, part of my sister circle. I need that. I need that in my life. She has an amazing perception on how to combine it all and make it all work. All right. And still be evolving in who she is. I think that's an amazing thing. Yeah, she my mentor. She part of my mastermind squad. Yep. But I'm going to make it manifest. Watch me. Watch me. Because I just realized it recently. I was like, oh, you know who need to be in my squad? Iyanla Vanzant. Because she is a high priestess. I love the fact that she do all the stuff that she do and she a high priestess. So I be like, it's some stuff that come with her that people don't be knowing. Like, y'all better do it. You said, who I need to work with to get your man home? Child, nobody. You need to work with Oya so she can cut his ass loose. Because if he ain't staying home, he ain't supposed to be home anyway. Y'all don't want to ask me questions like that. Y'all probably don't. Don't listen to me. Yeah, people be sleeping on Iyanla. People be sleeping. Oh, he in jail. Okay. That's still. Okay, you want auntie advice or you want me to just be like real neutral? Because the auntie in me is like, if he in jail and he did something to actually put him in jail, I'm just saying. So auntie is going to be like, I'm still going to be like, you need to be working with Oya so she can help you cut his ass loose. I'm just saying. For real. We as women, I ain't going to just say women and men alike. Y'all have to operate so much in your own self-love and your own self-worth that you will start seeing the bullshit when you see it. You will start walking in your power a totally different way. I'm not saying abandon the brothers that's in the system because a lot of them are in the system. They shouldn't be. But unless you absolutely know that that particular journey is his journey and that is the situation that he is in, did he help you get you to that point or you helped yourself get to that point? Was it the circumstances that led you to him? Because you got to understand, we all came in, and I said that this morning, we came in with a soul family. Okay, so when we decided to be born and born under the sign and the energy that we're born under, We came in with a soul family, a soul tribe. Those people who are ushered in and are somehow, not by coincidence, manifest in our life. They manifested in your life for a reason, to teach you a lesson. Okay, and that lesson is to help you get back to what your initial purpose was, to direct you right back to your path. So you got to make sure, is this person only supposed to be here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime? Did they come in my life to say, this is an opportunity for growth? He might have came in to give you knowledge of self, to open your eyes to see who you are. But that might have been the only service that he had. That might be why he in jail. But you still holding on to something that the universe already moved out your way, in order for you to get to the next stage, to get to your next ascension. A lot of times we be holding on to shit and the universe be like, we were like, okay, move anything out of my life that don't serve me. And then when they move stuff, we still got a damn death grip on it. And wondering why we can't receive what we're supposed to receive. The abundance, the happiness, the, joy, whatever it is that you're looking for. The only thing you can really do for him at this point, because this is part of his particular journey, one, you can pull his natal chart to see what energy is lying in his 12th house. Pull his natal chart, see what's in his 12th house. Because 12th house is how you find out if, what are you losing? That person is losing. And a lot of times, that's where you see when somebody is going to be incarcerated. The energy that's going on in the 12th house lets you know if somebody's going to be incarcerated, put in a mental institution. I always talk about the 12th house. I always tell me that I'm supposed to be writing because there's going to happen, something is going to happen to my voice, or I'm not going to say voice, communication. Communication might be limited. My throat chakra would be challenged, and now my throat chakra is always the one that is with me. Maybe it's because I cuss so much. Y'all think it's because I cuss so much? They're gonna be like, since you don't know how to say nothing nice, we're gonna take all of that away. All of that. Alright. I say explicitly. Don't say, oh no, it's okay. I'm already prepared. That's all I got to do, as much as I got to do. I took too long. It took too long to get to the journey. I ain't take too long. Everything happens in divine timing. I've been speaking my truth since I was young. You listen to any of my old music, any music that I put out, I honestly, the music that I put out has always been about the people. It's always been about the people. It's always been about making awareness inside of the people, making sure that I awaken the God and Goddess in you, make you understand that the hero lies in you. That's what I said, mahogany. Because I will flip some words out on y'all in 2.2 seconds. Yes. My music is old. We are not pulling old music out. It is on there. I used to go by Cleo Jones. I think if you put either Crew Girl Order on YouTube, or Cleo Jones, music by Cleo Jones, you'll see a bunch of my stuff pop up. Music by Cleo Jones. There's another girl going by Cleo Jones now, if I'm not mistaken. Queen Cleopatra, stuff like that. But I've always been, on this journey. So I've always been more concerned about making sure that we as a people are being aware of who we are, our capabilities, our powers, connecting to our spiritual self, raising our consciousness, all of that. So that's just me. It's naturally who I've been. All right, y'all. I'm gone because I gotta take 5 years to pull all these stickers off these damn candles that I done bought, and cleanse them and get them prepped for my sacred room. I'll burn some candles today. Lift my vibrations up a little bit. Get my vibrations in the right space. This is really off topic, but what does seeing 1111 and 222? I've been seeing them a lot lately, and a little bit of 777. They all have spiritual meanings, so make sure that you go in your Google and look up spiritual meanings for those numbers. Now, what I will say is when you are seeing those numbers, pay attention to what is going through your head at that moment, what's going on around you at the time, okay? Where are you at? Are you driving? Did you pass a sign? Was there something on the radio? Replay it. What was you thinking? What thought just crossed your head? Because it's typically a sign that you need to pay attention to that stream of thought process, okay? Or whatever it is you're doing, so you don't miss the sign. Don't miss the sign. Don't miss the sign or the message. All right, beloved. All right, let me go because I need to get myself in the shower. I've been working out. All right. I love you guys. Peace.